Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Mark Roden, and today we're going over 11 of the best all-wheel drive cars for less than $5,000. It's part like 5 million of a multi-part series we got going on. I'll put the picture up now of like what it is and how it's working. And then next week I think we're gonna start with body styles. So we're gonna do like coupes, sedans, hatchbacks, stuff like that. And after that, I don't know, but that's the plan. Oh yes, I am in a different room, by the way. I have to record it in this room today because the basement lost power, so we don't have any light down there, so I have to record up here. But this is not like a permanent new room. But yeah. Oh, if you guys want to support the channel by buying some hats, shirts, or shorts, www.smoothstance.com/shop. Let's get into the video, but first we gotta do the fact of the day. And the fact of the day is by FBI agent yet again, and it is the first Navy admiral was a Civil War hero. Salute! This man has always given me US Navy facts, and I appreciate it, FBI agent. Let's get right into the video. Alright, so number 11 is the Honda CR-V, like the 2002 model year. I don't really know what like chassis code that is, but it comes with a 2.4 liter inline-4 that makes only 160 horsepower, but this car was not meant to be like some super fast race car mobile, but rather just a car that people could drive their kids to school and back on time. But for some reason, someone out there was like, you know what I should do to my Honda CR-V? I should slam this car in its nuts and create a whole new subculture of stanced cars where it's all just crossover SUVs. And that's exactly what they did, and somehow that pitch actually worked and they became a trend. So no, you're not going to be able to win a race in a Honda CR-V, but you could still modify the crap out of them and have a massive community around it. The CR-V community is huge, and I never thought I'd be saying that, but there you go. If you want a SUV, that's the coolest one in my opinion. Number 10 is the BMW 328xi E90, which comes with a 3-liter inline-6 that makes only 230 horsepower, and they look okay. Now here's my proposition. I feel like if you give these exact cars, the E90s, 328i's, 10 years, they're going to be as wanted as an E36, which is obviously super popular because BMWs always they always go through that little like gray area where nobody wants the car, and that's what the E90 is in right now. So if you pick it up, wait like 10 years, I know it's a long time, but you wait 10 years, you're going to make profit on this car. I can guarantee it, because it always happens. They always get this little dip and then they start raising in price. Like right now, the E46 is kind of raising in prices while the E90 is coming down in prices. The car is cool, and if you need all-wheel drive in your life, they are literally cheaper than all-wheel drive E46s right now, which doesn't make any sense. And so pick yourself up an E90. They also are a lot newer and have a lot better like features in them. Number 9 is the Audi A4 B6, which comes with a 3-liter V6 that makes 220 horsepower, and sadly, you're not going to be able to find a B6 S4 under 5K anymore. But if you save up just like $1,000 more than $5,000, you're going to be able to find an S4, and I recommend doing that instead of buying the A4. Either way, these cars are pretty damn cool, man, and they have that like quattro all-wheel drive that we all know and love. So during like the winter season, it's a breeze, man. It's like it's just driving around, just enjoying yourself. Just don't expect to be like winning any races in these cars, and you're going to be fine. I do highly recommend waiting until you have enough to buy the S4 though, just because it isn't a lot more and you're going to have a lot more fun. It comes with a 4.2 liter V8 that makes 340 horsepower. Thing is nuts. Number 8 is the first generation Subaru Forester, which comes with a 2.5 liter inline-4 that makes 165 horsepower, and they looked freaking awesome to me, okay? I love this first gen Foresters. They look so tight. They look like freaking, oh, I love them. I wanted to put this car so much higher, to be honest, but the power is very low, so I couldn't. Either way, if you don't really like care too much about power, then this car is absolutely great for you. It has plenty of space. It looks honestly so good. Like, I wasn't kidding about that. I actually love the looks of the first gen Forester. It just looks so simple and so cool, man. It's also cheaper than a freaking like gumball out of a gumball machine. They're 25 cents and you got yourself a Forester. And I know I'll have some vids in the background and it'll already show it, so I don't have to tell you to look it up. But just look it up anyway. Look up how cool these cars look when stanced. They look amazing. Buy one and your crush will probably never hop in it, but that's okay because you got plenty of room for you and your boys and just all like so much cool activities. Dude, you could throw like a freaking quinceañera in a Subaru Forester. Number 7 is the Saab 9.3, which comes with a 2-liter turbocharged inline-4 that makes 220 horsepower, and they looked actually pretty damn decent. And they were extremely different than anything else on the road out there. Like, I never see Saabs. I guarantee you never see Saabs. The whole company itself has gone bankrupt because nobody had faith in them because, well, let's face it, why buy a Saab when you could buy a Subaru? But still, like, they went bankrupt, and so they don't even make cars anymore. So you have literally a piece of history. I mean, you get a car that not only looks pretty damn cool, but it shares most of its parts with the WRX, and you got yourself a good time. All right. Now, to be honest, I don't know much about these cars, but one of you guys mentioned it in the comments the other day, and I looked it up, and it honestly is a very solid choice for an all-wheel drive daily for under $5,000. Number 6 is the BMW 330xi E46, which comes with a 3-liter inline-6 that makes 225 horsepower, and they are a great choice for just about anything that you want to do to a car, except for like drifting, obviously. But they do make 330i's that are just normal, and they have rear-wheel drive, so buy that if you want to drift. Sadly though, right now they are kind of in like a weird area where racers have gotten their hands on them, and they think like plastic dipping the stock wheels looks good, and they're worth like 10 grand. So just make sure you get one from somebody that is like actually has brain cells, and you'll be all set. Also, since the car has like such a huge aftermarket scene for it, you can be sure that you're never going to get bored modifying it, which is absolutely amazing. I mean, who doesn't like just constantly modifying their car and never really being able to find an end? But you will have to live with the fact that you bought an all-wheel drive BMW. Just couldn't be me, I'm sorry. Like, if I'm buying a BMW, I'm buying it rear-wheel drive, boy. Number 5 is the Subaru Legacy GT, that stands for grape tree, and it comes with a 2.5-liter turbocharged flat 4 that makes 165 horsepower, and somehow they tied the Forester's horsepower numbers with a turbocharger. It doesn't make any sense, I know, but at least this motor is like, it's more ready for some fun than the Forester's, which is why I put it a little bit higher. The Forester engine is naturally aspirated, and as we all know, if you turbocharge a naturally aspirated Subaru motor, the head gaskets go, hey, see you later, man. And so, since this one already has a turbo in it, it's better to build, and so I just put it a little bit higher. Plus, they have Subaru's all-wheel drive system, so you know it's good, and they have a freaking wagon version of it that just looks so awesome, to say the least. I honestly think if you're going to get a Subaru Legacy, you need to get the damn wagon, because it's so much cooler. You're whipping a wagon with a turbo. Like, what? Number 4 is the Volvo S60 R, and that R stands for really, really fast. And it comes with a 2.5-liter turbocharged inline-5 that makes 300 horsepower on the dot. That is the most on this list. And they actually looked pretty cool. Like, normally I don't like Volvos, all right? I'm going to be honest. Besides the 240, the Volvo 240 is pretty cool. Besides the Volvo 240, I can't think of any Volvo that I like. This little S60 though went freaking sicko mode. I just want to take a moment to point out that the car also has freaking windshield wipers on the headlights for some reason. I guess they're technically not windshield wipers because it's on the headlights, they're headlight wipers, but it's still cool, so I just had to point that out real quick. This is the only car on this list besides the like first 2 spots, second and first, that are like literally tuner's dream cars, and I absolutely love tuner cars, so buy it before I do, because they're freaking awesome, alright? These Volvo S60Rs, don't sleep on them. You're sleeping on them, I see you sleeping on them, wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Third place, number 3, it is the Infiniti G35X. Because X is cool, and it comes with a 3.5-liter V6 that makes 287 horsepower, and it looked absolutely hideous, but that's okay because it was built to be a daily driver. If you want a cool looking Infiniti G35, buy the coupe, because the sedan just wasn't it. All right, I understand some people are like, you know, oh, I make my sedan look really cool. It still doesn't look as cool as a coupe, all right? If you had put that much money into the coupe, it would look cooler. However, this car did come with a bunch of little aftermarket goodies that people tend to put on this car, and just, they honestly just make it uglier than usual. But the ones that they try to get it right, and please, I'm begging you, be the guy that gets it right, it can look pretty good. Like, they're not uglier than like your average sedan. It just looks like a normal sedan, is what I'm trying to say. But besides like the looks of it, the VQ35 is actually a very reliable engine, so daily driving is a huge plus when picking one of these up. And for the price that they have tons of fun under the hood, they have a 350Z engine in them with all-wheel drive, 4 doors and 4 seats, with a VQ35, 287 horsepower for like 3 grand. That's why it's third place. It's a great choice. Second place is the Audi S4 B5, which comes with a 2.7-liter twin turbocharged V6 making 250 horsepower, and yes, that's right, I did say twin turbo. All right, this little rowdy machine has 2 turb skis on it. And the fun doesn't even stop there. The engine is actually very, very good for building power on. And I've said it before, but I'll say it again. It is the best looking S4 to ever come out, period. I'm not even going to say in my opinion because it's not an opinion, it is a fact. The simple lines, they just work so absolutely well on it that I can't help but just like I don't even like throw it. I can't help but throw it back whenever I see one. All right, I start twerking every time I see an S4 B5 because of how good they look. Also, since it was paired with Audi's wonderful Quattro all-wheel drive system, it is such a strong contender for the #1 spot that you honestly just get to choose between the first 2. Whatever one you would rather have, pick that one. They're both amazing cars. But in my opinion, first place is the Subaru WRX Blobeye, which comes with the usual 2.5 liter turbocharged flat 4 that Subaru WRXs literally always have. But this one makes 225 horsepower, but that's not what makes me moist when I think of these cars. What makes me moist is the potential that the engine has. Everybody knows that Subarus are just asking to be built, and are they the absolute best tuner engine in the world? Not at all. Them pesky little head gaskets will get you, but they still are a very, very, very decent choice. On top of all that, they still have 4 seats, they're all-wheel drive, and are pretty damn good on gas too, so daily driving is very possible, if not recommended, because these freaking WRXs drive them around all day, every day. And yes, you can get a Bug-Eye for even cheaper than $5 grand. You can get a Bug-Eye for $2,000. But they are the same car, and to be honest, I think the Blobeye is the best looking WRX ever, whereas I think the Bug-Eye is the worst looking WRX ever, so I think it's worth the extra little bit of money to get the Blobeye, in my opinion. But if you like the Bug-Eye, then they're cheaper, and they're the same car. But that is going to be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to like, comment another video you guys want to see, and subscribe to the channel for more, baby. Also, guys, check me out on Twitch. I'll probably be live streaming again tonight, maybe Forza Horizon 5. Yeah, obviously I'm going to be live streaming Forza Horizon 5. Come on now. So check me out on Twitch. The link is in the bio. And check out the website, www.smoothstance.com/shop, to pick yourself up any goodies. Tomorrow is going to be a top 10 list that isn't a budget car top 10. And then next we take a break on Saturday and we're back to the basic schedule on Sunday. And next week we're going to be doing coupes for under 10k, then 5k. The week after that we'll probably do sedans, but we're going with body styles next. So lay down some body styles that you guys want to see: wagons, hatchbacks, trucks, SUVs, crossovers, sedans, coupes, 2-seaters, anything, convertibles, anything. Let me know what freaking body styles that you want to see, and I'll make them happen. That's Vidania. Have a nice night.